Hey guys, welcome back to Unstoppable Trading. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday and a good trading day. Please share and subscribe and like my channel. Today is going to be a long video because we have so many requests on the stock breakdown and some of the questions member asked me on how to trade options properly. And today we'll definitely look at SPX, and then we'll be looking at Facebook. And then we'll be moving on to NVDA and MU. And then two more things I want to have to talk about Apple, which I'm long this thing. And then we need to look at the option and how to properly trade this options, how to trade with options. And then before Apple, we need to add a ROKU, which was the dead cat bounce I was expecting today. So let's get started and what we can do today. So first of all, when you look at SPX, today we were very choppy, and I call this a consolidation. Since by the way, join my Discord group. We do live callouts. Everything's free, no BS, and we have a very friendly and nice environment here. So today is a very choppy because we rejected the 28, 11, 15. So today we are consolidating and we're not going down. So what's most likely going to, my chart looks weird because I'm using my mouse. What's mostly likely gonna happen tomorrow, since today we tried to break to the downside, but we did not, and then instead we end up with a indecision candle. With this type of markets, it's very manipulated. So you should all know it's very manipulated. And then today this thing refused to go below the 2800. So as long as it's holding above the 2800, we close at 2808. To me, that's a kind of a bullish movement at the end. So what most likely gonna happen tomorrow is that we are going to try to retest the 2815 and eventually go over there and then come back down to nearly where we closed. So because tomorrow our expected on SPX is only around $10, so we're not expecting a huge move, since yet tomorrow we're only looking at 12.8, 13. So if we go over $13, most likely will come within the 30 points expected move. So we're looking at the upside of a 28.20 or to lower side, which I don't think is gonna happen. Okay, so I think we might going to retest the 28.20 one more time, in my opinion, because this thing, the wick rejecting, and then we close at a strong point, 28.08. Next thing we want to look at is the Facebook. I know there's some bad news after hour for Facebook, and then that thing dropped 2%, 1% after hour. So would you long Facebook right now? Here's the thing, look at Boeing. Today dropped, right? But with this kind of news, Boeing's supposed to drop even more. And then yesterday Boeing closed green, and I called it a bull trap. So today Boeing was down not much, 1%. Boeing, in my opinion, is gonna hit 350 at the 200 days moving average. Let's go back to Facebook. So for Facebook, this thing, we close at a doji candle indecision, if you want to call that. So what most likely to happen tomorrow is that we are going down on Facebook. How much down? I'm not positive, because I'm expecting the SPX go higher tomorrow, so that can bring this up. So it's gonna open lower, like 168. So we want to look at the support. The support we're looking at right here, we're at 167. If we hit the 167.5 ish mark, it should bounce. So I'm gonna have like that for Facebook. Since the overall market is gonna be off, Facebook will be bought up, just like today. If you look at today, Facebook in the morning, the market was down and the market rebounded, Facebook rebounded. So tomorrow it should be the same thing, because the market right now is very, very manipulated bullish. Let's keep that in mind. Shorting this market is a death sentence. The next one we'll be looking at is NVDA. I have some puts since when NVIDIA was green this morning, and I knew this thing was becoming weaker and weaker. So what happened today? Look at this. I won't call this a bearish engulfing candle, but this is definitely a sign of reversal. So what most likely gonna happen is that NVIDIA will go test the 163.25. So NVIDIA will come down right here, and then if that stays, it's gonna bounce hard. But if that fails, we'll be looking at like 160-ish mark, and then 158. I don't think it can go to 158 because the market is not gonna tank. So 163, 163.5, around that area, that's when I want to enter. So just make sure you are watching video on I guess 1 minute, 5 minute chart. Just make sure that the support at 163 stays. Once it stays, by a longer duration, this thing will go to 175, eventually 180. So that's my outlook on NVIDIA. And the next one, we need to look at MU. I took half position off today on MU because we rejected the previous top at 39.70. That's when I took up half and just said, whatever, I'm going to write the other half. As for now, MU does not look good. It doesn't look good. So I'm expecting this to fall. How much? We'll be looking at the 37.56. Hopefully it doesn't get there. If it gets there and then it rebound, I'm going to average down on my April 2nd, April 5th calls. Right now, I'm holding 10. I had 20. So I'm going to wait till confirmation first and then get in. So I'm just as for now, the half of my position, I'm going to let it stay there. Next one we want to look at is ROKU. So ROKU, a dead cat bounce today, and as expected. So ROKU, look at this weak green candle. Look at this. Look where I drew this line right here. Just look at this thing. Just look at it. So we are going down. I'm quite positive. ROKU, this thing, weak candle, and this thing will go down. Where am I targeting? At least 55. I mean not 55. First we're looking at 58, and then come down to 55. Because this candle, we are come down to half of the retracement, and then eventually 55. The next one we want to look at Apple, and why am I loaning Apple? So if you know the news on Apple, I think there's a conference, some kind of event going on next week on March 25th. I believe 2 weeks from now. Yeah, 2 weeks from now. March 20 or something. So there are a lot of banks upgraded Apple in the past 2 to 3 days, and then it got upgraded again today to 220. So right now, what you should do is ride the rumor and then sell the news when it gets close. So I bought Apple this morning, and I think I'm up like $500 on just 5 contracts. That's about 50% return in a day. And I'm still holding it because I know the market will go up, and Apple is one of my amazing swing trade. So Apple to 190 eventually. Let's not target that high. Let's say 185 tomorrow. I'll be looking at that Apple. The next one we want to look at is I want to add Amazon into it. Why not? This video is going to be a little bit longer. Amazon. So Amazon rejected the 1700 again. So what most likely is that tomorrow will come down to 1680, 1685, and then have a bounce. So with Amazon, I'm still loaning this because Amazon wants to go to 1730. If you see Amazon run past 1700 without any problem, this thing will run to the 200 days EMA and eventually go to 1800. But right now, they just wait for confirmation to go down to 1685, 1680 before we have a rebound. So this was projected. You guys see it? This was projected. So yeah, just I do amazing swing trades. Just buy your options at least 2 weeks out. Okay. I want to talk about, people ask me, how do you properly trade options? Here's my rule. They are OTM, out of the money, ITM, in the money, and ATM, at the money. OTM is the cheapest, but doesn't mean it's always the best. In the money and at the money, they're both quite expensive. They're both similarly very expensive. So what you should do for me personally, let's go back to Apple. You must have a mindset of where this thing's going. So if you know right now, Apple opened at look at this candle. Apple opened at 183, 184, and then you went to as high of oh, does it make sense? Hold up. Open 183.9, higher 184.1, lowest 182. Okay, so Apple opened at 183.9. I got in at 183.6 something. So I know this is going to go 190, right? But I'm not going to buy a 190 call. That's too risky. So what I did is I bought a 185 call. It's not in the money, but it's not at the money. And then it's kind of out of the money, but it's not that far. Some people get like 190, 200 call. They're very, very cheap, but they don't get the best return. And then when Apple goes sideways or go down a little bit, your out of money is basically worthless. So what you should do is to buy in the money. At the money means the price at the price. Like if the Apple's 183, you buy 183. That is very expensive. I never do at the money. It's just too expensive. So I buy in the money. And sometimes not too out of money. It's in between. And if you want to know at least the date on this, so never buy options on Fridays, because you have to hold that thing through the weekend and you never know what's going to happen, right? And especially the theta can decay your option. So try to get, when you compare different options, don't get high theta, okay? And I have another video that's already posted talking about all the Greeks. So with options, buy at least 2 weeks in advance. I never buy options that expire on the same day or the same week. If you buy on Monday and then you don't want to do like quick, if you have a mindset that okay, I'm gonna quick swing this 2 to 3 days, then that week is okay. But if you're not too sure and you don't have the mindset, at least 2 weeks out, because that can help you with the money and the decay, time value. So as time goes on, the option will decay if they keep going on a sideways or go to the wrong direction. I think that's clear. If you have any questions, put in the comment and let me know, and feel free to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.